Welcome to Brown's Rod and Custom, your home for street rods, muscle cars, and Volkswagen content. This is my dad, Big Ron. He's our body man and fabricator. This is my beautiful wife, Megan, our editor-in-chief and supporter. And this is me, Adam, the designer and mechanic for our projects. If you find our videos helpful, like and subscribe for more content.
Hey guys, thanks for watching Brown's Rod and Custom. If you're watching this, please hit the subscribe button. We would really appreciate it. It would help us out a lot. Stay tuned. We got a lot more for you in this episode. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, welcome back to Brown's Rod and Custom. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. It is the 10th, Monday the 10th. Getting a little bit of a late start. Had to run around all morning, but it's 2:37 and Big Ron's out with my mom doing Big Ron things, so I'm gonna start grinding on the Apache. So I'm gonna bring you along for that. What I've done here, I've kind of pulled everything out just to give myself access into this hole here. But I want to take this here and get that ground down right here. I want to get that ground down, and then I also want to come over here on the firewall. I got some spots to hit up in here, some crap. And I need to clean this up before I put a piece in here and weld that in. So I need to clean this up a little bit. And I got a little bit more work to do on this firewall right here. Just to clean it up a little bit. So I'm going to start doing that. I've been taking a wire brush here. It's actually the perfect size to fit up in here. So I've been kind of running up and around this a little bit, knocking off what I can. Just something to do while I was talking to my brother about NFL free agency. So we're big Bengals fans, you know, over here from Cincinnati. So we're patiently waiting for our guys to like actually, you know, do something. And that, you know, I could wait forever for that to happen. So anyway, I want to grind this down. I don't know if it'll be today or not, but see where I get once I start rolling here. And then you guys know there's a bunch of stuff in here that still needs to be ground down. Down in here. There's some grinding, some over here. But I think I can knock a lot of that out. And these are the days to do it. We really didn't miss much this morning. We had really bad storms. I think they had tornadoes somewhat close to us. Just heavy rains, heavy winds. You guys can see it's windy as hell out here right now, but I got the thing sitting out here looking all pretty. And yeah, so that means is we didn't actually lose anything today, which is great. So I'm gonna jump on this and you know, start working and stop talking, and or stop talking, start working, whatever, and get into this thing. So stay tuned. I'll have you guys set up on the tripod wherever I'm grinding. You guys can see that, and I'll show you what I'm doing and how and why and what. And we'll go from there. Stay tuned, guys. Be right back.
Okay guys, alright, so I managed to get the firewall finished up. I got this ground down over here and over there, so that's now ready for a plate or a piece of metal to finish that off. I also went around up here with a wire brush and around my channel here, up to here. This is getting cut off anyway, but from here around, just kind of cleaned it up a little bit. We look really good on the bottom and up the sides. We get a little wonky here, but I think we'll be okay. And this here gets cut out and a new one put in, so it should be right there too. So see what happens, but got that going on. While I'm doing that, Big Ron's over here figuring out how we're gonna bring this disaster together. So little by little. So we're trying some things. We'll bring it to you when we get it actually dialed in and whatnot. But for now, we are working on the fender. If we can get this dialed in, it should bolt up to the actual car or to the truck and fit somewhat correctly. And at that point, you know, we won't be out of finger width. And at that point, we can go ahead and start figuring out the inner fender bottom bracket here that bolts on, the bolt here, these here. We got to get all that right before this goes on and before we put this patch panel on. So lots of work to do, but we're getting on it, guys, so stay tuned. Okay guys, welcome back. So been working on this fender. It's a little bit of a slow roll. We did get a plate welded in here on the bottom side. You won't be able to see it with the inner fender on here, but to hold this all together here a little bit better. We do have this roughly bolted in. We were making a fatal mistake over and over. I was trying to put the fender on top of the inner fender when it actually goes the inner fender on top of the fender like this. So if you're trying to do this, this is how this goes, because I'm trying to refer to pictures I've had from a long time ago, and I couldn't find them, and here we are. But we're to here. Now we do have an issue that we believe is definitely holding us out here, okay? And that is this bolt right here that's going through to here. Show you here. If I can get that to stay. So this mess of shit here, I need to cut off. So this was part of a bracket that this bolted into, and I'm sure it goes here somewhere. And I'm probably missing it, but we need to cut this off because this, jeez, this don't fall on my head, is holding us out. So we get this cut off, and then this fender should fit in better. And then you can see up here the little bracket, little piece of metal we welded in there to hold that in. So this is what this looks like under here. But you know, we're getting there. There's hope yet for this thing. Now this also gets us close here, puts this kind of where it needs to be. So now we know where we can roughly, where this bracket's going to go for this bolt here to get that bolted up. So there's a lot of moving parts to this still, but for now we're going to pull this fender back off, cut this off, this hunk of crap here, and then it helps when you don't lay on the thing. We're going to cut that off and then put it back on and see what changes there. So it's just small changes until we get to where we need to be, right? And then clearly we got to do a bunch of work up here, and we got a bunch of shit up there, and you know, whatever. But starting here, I need this to actually bolt on and fit flush here, right? And I need it to sit in here, which in theory it should, but I think down here is holding us out. I know that'll bring the bottom in, if nothing else, and then we'll start working on the top again. So stay tuned. That's what we're going to be doing. I just wanted to bring you guys a little update. It is looking a lot better, especially with the inner fender correctly mounted. That makes a lot more sense. So that's where we're at, boys. I'll be back in a minute, and I'll bring you the cutting that off and putting this all back on. I'll set the tripod up and let you guys see all that. So stay tuned.
got a lot of grinding on this thing. But, you ready? Got it. And there, I'll tell you what, take this down for me. There was something here. I just set it in factors. Okay. You ready?
Helping?
Oh, yeah. And this will take, I'll let you get yours started. Anything I can do?
Good there.
We'll just stick this in just to hold it. We know it needs to be tapped.
So it's in better on the bottom for sure. Now our problem lies up top.
Where this got kicked out a little bit.
Got to figure out why.
It's
Probably just
cut
bend
the
that.
bits.
Just bend that a little bit and go in, bro. Watch.
Yeah, I think it's just a matter of hammering that in a little bit, don't you? Looks like this is kind of bowed, it's bended upwards. A little.
Yeah, it's hitting on the bottom but not on the top. But then I asked the question here too. Sit backwards.
We're bending it a little as we try to. And it might take a little of that, taking it off and pounding it,
That's got.
huh? Because it'll be there.
Yeah, it's gonna have to all bulb up, right?
Now, the only other thing you could do here would be to pound this in where it kind of went like this. Try to bring that in a little and bring this in a little, which would bring this in a little.
Wanna try that?
Hold on.
Not do anything about it.
No. Trying to figure it out. Because it's not bolted, it's just stuck in the hole. Okay, now you can get yours out.
Back on the table?
Yeah, we'll go like this. I'm thinking. In theory, it should be closer, but you don't know.
Sometimes it's something stupid that you didn't think about.
choker. Sound like that.
No, it ain't that. Okay.
We can definitely close from here. This doesn't look too good.
And this has been up.
Right.
That has to go down. And this now can go in, at least to there, which is way closer than it was. Now, all honesty, if it went back just a hair,
You can try something real quick. You just want to hold it, keep a hand on it.
yeah.
Because if this was actually in here, right? This is what I'm going to stick my hand in here.
Okay.
Tell me if this makes any difference up here.
No.
That
It's
would be
just-
like that.
It's just this was, and once we
You know
push,
what though, Ron?
well, a bolt,
I've got this in the wrong hole.
huh?
I've got this in the wrong hole. Look. Got nothing here. This is supposed to be here. I got this in the wrong spot. Hold on. Trim that out of this.
All right.
Hold on to it.
Got it.
Now it's in a bucket line, of course.
You got it. I think that's the hole.
What do I look at down here? You get up there?
Yeah. Huh?
That's good.
Yeah, okay.
Just checking some shit.
Did you fold it?
Yeah, you got
It pushes to there.
We're not that far off.
No.
Like realistically, we're somewhat close here.
Well, we're getting closer and closer as we do it. That brought this up to be halfway, right? And actually, does this eventually go up a little bit? This door will probably have to go up just a hair. See it? Right here,
Just a smidge, yeah.
and that'll take,
That'll make this look right.
and that'll,
And that'll make this a little better.
it's just playing with the door to get, but yes,
Starting to come into a world.
oh, it is. Now,
Show these guys what we got here.
this one can be bolted right there.
Yeah.
And that would tell you where you need your brake on the back.
Okay guys, here's kind of where we're at. You've been seeing us go back and forth. So before we were sticking out a lot right here because of that bolt that was here in the bracket. Got that cut off. You guys saw that. Now we're closer here than we were. We did some hammering and dollying here. More work needs to happen here, but as we adjust things, we get better and better. I made a mistake of having this bolt here. This fender was actually, I had it bolted into the back hole instead of the front hole. which kind of threw things off a little. So that's some of the stuff. But right now we could get both bolts in here on the core support and this one down here from the inner fender into here. They bolt right up. And we could probably make a bracket and put that on back there. And that would hold, that would change some things. But right now our big thing is continuing to work this right here to get that to where this goes in completely all the way. We're realizing we have to do some adjustments on the door. We need to go up on the door just a hair to bring this in here. You can see it's a little low. So once we come up a little bit on the door, that'll make this a little better. And this is up. It's dented here and this is up. So we'll have to play with that to get that a little closer. But again, this is the original fender. This is the worst fender. This is the one that was just absolutely terrible. And you couldn't open this door the whole time I had the truck unless you bent the fender in the door. So we're saving her. This is your first look ever at her with the holes welded up. The radio hole and the spear holes. I think it looks pretty good. Get this out of the way. We need a bigger shop. But it's starting to come around. And you know, this is one of those deals where, you know, we had a half day of doing other things and it rained all morning and we're just trying to get something done as we go here. And I think we are. I think we're getting into a world with this. But this fender, I mean, as much as, you know, a new one costs, we're going to have that in labor, but I want to save this fender, so that's what we're doing. But Ron does too, and the center fender. But, you know, we've made some mistakes already. We bolted this on the bottom and was wondering why we couldn't get the bolts in it. Because it goes like this. So if you're doing this, your inner fender goes on top of the actual fender. So there's that. But we're getting there, boys. We're getting there. We're learning as we go here. Just kind of playing and doing what we can. So yeah. I think I'm going to wrap this up here, guys. It's about 6 o'clock. I got to go get Megan here soon. But tomorrow we got something to do in the morning, but we should be back here by noon, 1 o'clock kind of thing, and we'll be working on this fender probably. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, we're getting somewhere. It's baby steps when you're dealing with a lot of rust, a lot of pieces that just, you know, didn't fit, and now we're trying to make them fit. But I'm having a lot of fun. I think this is really cool. So stay tuned. We'll be back tomorrow. And if you're watching this, please like and subscribe. And thanks for watching Brown's Riding Custom.